You are born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 2005, and from the beginning, your life is not built on stability. Your parents separate early, so instead of growing up in one consistent environment, you are moving between households with your siblings, adjusting to different rules, different moods, and different expectations. That kind of upbringing does not break you, but it does shape you. It gives you a lot of energy and not always a clear place to put it. As a kid, you find that outlet in football, you take it seriously, not just as something to pass time, but as something that could actually become your future. It gives you structure, discipline, and a sense of direction that the rest of your life sometimes lacks. If things had gone differently, there is a real chance you would have stayed on that path and chased football long term. But at the same time, something else starts pulling your attention. In 2016, while you are still young and nobody around you sees this as anything important, you create a YouTube channel. There is no long-term strategy behind it. You are not thinking about fame, money, or millions of subscribers. You are just interested in the idea of putting yourself out there. It takes you about a year before you actually upload anything. Then, in December 2017, you post your first video, a simple NBA 2K clip. There is nothing special about it from the outside. No editing, no big reaction, no traction. It does not blow up. It barely gets noticed at all. In 2018, you try to take things more seriously by streaming, mostly playing Fortnite. The problem is that Fortnite is already one of the most competitive spaces on the internet. Thousands of creators are doing the same thing, many of them already established. Your content does not get pushed. It does not get recommended. It just sits there. You try switching platforms and give Twitch a shot, but that does not work either. After a while, it starts to feel like you are putting energy into something that is giving you nothing back. There is no audience, no growth, no sign that this is leading anywhere. So you stop. You step away from YouTube and streaming and go back to focusing on school and football. At that point, quitting does not feel like failure. It feels like the logical decision. Then 2020 happens. The world shuts down and everything slows down. During that time, one of your friends tells you to start streaming again. He is doing it himself, and he pushes you to get back into it. It is not some big motivational speech. It is just a simple suggestion at the right time. You decide to listen. Ironically, the friend who convinced you to start eventually stops, but you keep going. That decision becomes the turning point. You begin streaming NBA 2K regularly, and this time something feels different. You are not just playing the game. You are reacting, yelling, trash talking, and letting your personality take over. You are louder, more expressive, and completely unpredictable. That is what people start noticing. By June 2020, you are gaining around 150 subscribers a week. It is not huge, but it is progress. 6 months later, that number jumps to around 1,000 subscribers a week. Now it is clear that something is working. The reason is simple. Most streamers rely on the game to carry their content. You rely on yourself. Your reactions, your energy, and your unpredictability keep people watching. On YouTube, watch time matters more than anything, and your streams naturally hold attention because people never know what you are going to do next. At the same time, your audience starts clipping your best moments. Short clips of your reactions, your rage, your barking, and your funniest moments begin spreading across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. These clips start getting millions of views, sometimes tens of millions. Every viral clip brings new people back to your channel. Your growth starts accelerating fast. In early 2021, your channel begins to explode. You go from around 50,000 subscribers to 300,000 within a few months. Then you introduce something that turns your growth into content itself. You start showing your live subscriber count on stream. Now every stream becomes an event. Viewers are not just watching you play games anymore. They are watching you hit milestones in real time. They troll you by unsubscribing right before you reach a goal just to see your reaction. You respond exactly how they expect. Loud, emotional, and completely unfiltered. The cycle feeds itself. Within days, your subscriber count starts jumping at a pace that does not even feel real. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers in a matter of days. By the end of June 2021, you go from under 1 million to well over it almost overnight. the internet starts paying attention in a serious way. Around this time, you expand beyond gaming. In August 2021, you release music. It is not polished in the traditional sense, but it fits your personality perfectly. It is loud, chaotic, and entertaining. People watch it for the same reason they watch your streams. You are unpredictable, and that makes everything you do interesting. But while your online life is growing rapidly, your real-life situation is still complicated. Your dad supports what you are doing. He sees your passion and respects it. Your mom, on the other hand, struggles with it. From her perspective, you are constantly yelling, breaking things, and bringing chaos into the house for an audience she does not fully understand. That tension builds over time. Eventually, it reaches a breaking point, and you get kicked out. For most people, that would have been the moment everything falls apart. Instead, it becomes the moment everything shifts. You move in with your dad, and for the first time, your environment supports what you are trying to build. You continue streaming without constant interruption, and your growth continues. Then come collaborations. You start appearing with creators like Aiden Ross, who already have large audiences. At first, they are unsure about you. Your personality is intense, unpredictable, and different from what they are used to. But that difference is exactly what works. Your energy creates viral moments. Your clips spread even faster, and over time, you stop being just a guest on other people's platforms. You become the reason people are watching. By the end of 2021, you reach around 4 million subscribers. At that point, you have already built a massive audience, but most of it is still centered in the United States. Then, one moment changes everything. During a stream, someone asks you about your favorite football player. You do not follow football closely at the time, but you say Cristiano Ronaldo. The way you react, the way you say it, and the energy behind it turns into a viral moment. Suddenly, you are not just known as a gaming streamer. You are associated with Ronaldo, one of the biggest global figures in sports. You lean into it. You start watching football, playing FIFA, and making content around the sport. You openly support Ronaldo and criticize Messi, which sparks debates and reactions from fans all over the world. Football is the most global sport there is, and now your content is reaching audiences far beyond English-speaking countries. What makes it work is that your content does not rely on language. Your reactions are visual. Your emotions are clear. Anyone can understand them. By 2022, during the World Cup, your presence in the football community is massive. You attend matches, create content around the tournament, and fully commit to the role you have built. When Argentina wins and Messi lifts the trophy, your reaction becomes one of the most talked about moments online. Some people hate it, some people love it, but everyone is watching. Then Portugal loses, and for the first time, people see a different side of you. You are not just performing, you are genuinely emotional. That moment shows people that your connection to the sport has become real. Eventually, after years of showing your admiration, you meet Cristiano Ronaldo. What started as a viral reaction turns into a real interaction. That moment symbolizes how far you have come. From there, your influence only grows. You travel internationally, stream in different countries, and attract massive live audiences. In places like Indonesia, you reach over 1 million concurrent viewers during a stream, something almost unheard of. At this point, you are no longer just a YouTuber. You are a global entertainer. The money follows. Between YouTube ad revenue, donations, sponsorships, merchandise, music, and other platforms, you build a net worth in the tens of millions. But the money is not what defines the story. What defines it is the path. You started with no audience. You failed early. You almost quit. You dealt with instability at home. You got kicked out, and none of that stopped you. The reason your story works is not because you got lucky once. It is because you kept going long enough for everything to finally connect. In the end, what made you successful was not just gaming or football or viral clips. It was the fact that you turned your personality into something the entire world could understand without needing translation. You started as a kid in Cincinnati trying to find an outlet. Now you are one of the most recognized faces on the internet. And the craziest part is, you are still just getting started.